What's new?
Hey, Dad. Want to hear a joke?
Sure, sweet pea. The old man can always use a laugh.
Okay. Who can jump higher than a skyscraper in New Atlantis?
I don't know. Who?
Everybody! Skyscrapers can't jump!
Okay. Good one, Cora. Hey, next time you see Barrett, try it out on him.
Hello everybody, sorry. Started off the game muted because I'm an idiot. Just got done getting some shenanigans out of the a farming mission. Someone was threatening to steal to take over her farm, so I dealt with them. I tried to do it peacefully, but they didn't want to, so not my fault, but I am back here finishing up the mission to join the Freestar people. The Ashta. I want to figure out who these Ashta people are. I am intrigued. Welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Currently joining the Freestar Collective, but then going to go and do a main mission, I believe. Oh yeah, I did remember how to get back up here. Hurry up.
What's the story on
perfect.
Montero Luna?
That call we got from Wagner Farm turned out to be a little more interesting than I was expecting. Some men were trying to run the Wagners off their land. They tried to buy it first, but when that didn't work, they turned to threats. We confronted them, and unfortunately, it came to violence. None of them survived.
You helped someone in need and came back alive. That's a job well done. I agree. Until we see
Yeah, we
the
found
whole
like
picture, we won't know if Miss Wagner is truly safe.
Disk drive.
What did you make
The
of these
stolen
men
ship.
who were trying to take the farm?
They weren't really that tough.
If that's
Okay.
true, then someone must have hired them. Now, did you find anything that might give us a lead on why these men wanted the farm?
Yes.
Oak Tech ships ain't exactly cheap. That thief could probably tell us a lot about these men you ran into.
There's something else. They were dressed in Freestar militia uniforms. The unit badge was yellow on black with the number 1. They also said something about being forgotten. They seemed bitter about it, resentful. Didn't you fight in the Colony War, Marshal? Any of that sound familiar?
The 1st Cavalry. I was in that unit for a while. But it was disbanded decades ago.
They look
After
super
the
young to
Battle
do
of
that.
Mira. What was left of it, anyway.
Yeah, I'm super
The
curious.
war between the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective. Worst conflict the settled systems has ever seen. Each side unleashed terrible weapons on the other. And countless people died. The armistice was signed 20 years ago. But a lot of folks still bear the scars.
I can imagine.
I suppose it ain't impossible, but it's real damn unlikely. The unit was pretty much wiped out, and the few that survived ended up in prison after a court-martial for disobeying orders. I don't recall how long the sentence was.
They seem super young anyway.
The 1st Cavalry lost almost all their mechs and soldiers in a big push to take the United Colonies base. They were just about there when a ceasefire order came down. Both sides had just lost too much by then. It was a bloodbath. The commanding officer of the first disobeyed the order. He didn't want the lives of his soldiers to be sacrificed for nothing. They court-martialed him, and the rest of the surviving officers, and locked them all up.
Yeah, that doesn't explain why they want the farm.
Just raises more questions. It's a good bet that starship thief can help us get some answers.
Yeah.
Hope Tech factory is in Hope Town on Polvo.
Polvo.
Lose our rangers stationed out there. She can introduce you to Ron Hope, the president of Hope Tech. He might be able to help you find the thief. Just make sure you stay on his good side. He's on the Council of Governors, and they're the ones we answer to.
Yeah, sure.
Good. The last thing I need is the Council breathing down my neck. This is your assignment now, Deputy. Work with the other Rangers. Find out what you can about those men on Montero Luna. Meantime, I'll look into a possible connection with the 1st Cavalry. Good hunting.
Emma Wilcox is no longer following you. Okay.
Nicely done.
So everything is still stealing here. Terminal use mandatory. Oh. Diego, I'm having a terminal put in your desk, and by Solomon Co., you're going to learn to use the dang thing. I know you like to do the things the old-fashioned way, but you're missing out on the important messages. It ain't fair to rely on the other Rangers to keep you up to speed at all times. I ain't gonna take no for an answer, so don't kick up a fuss over it. I don't care how stubborn you are, you're getting the terminal and that's that.
You know they have cargo holds for all that.
I feel like my cargo hold isn't big enough. And why are you jealous of me holding all this stuff, huh? I want to, and you can't stop me. Okay. Empty nest. Yep. So now I can go to Cobalt Bank to help this guy.
New deputy, huh? Honored to have you.
Thank you. Deputy? No. I am the sheriff. You're my favorite deputy. How does flying consume stamina? I guess it's not really stamina, is it? For you. I guess any activity is like exercise. Oh, guess I never thought of that. Oh, going downstairs. I wonder if their bodies are still down here.
All
Nope,
right.
cleaned up.
The family has a few different deposit boxes secured in here, so let's look around. Here's a copy of the key.
Oh.
Okay, now remember, Solomon was from an earlier generation, so it's not going to be on a slate. Big bundles of paper is what we're after.
Newton's Cradle. Desktop mask. Note for Sam. Man.
Oh, no. Jacob. Of course that old mule saw this coming. He's just a bitter old man, interfering in what's none of his business. There we do. I was hoping to avoid the estate.
Who is it?
when we
Your
landed.
dad? Uncle?
Cora's gonna be so mad. Because I told her we wouldn't have time to check in with her. Look, I was trying not to do this, okay? We really gotta do this. And why do you have to be so pushy, huh?
Dang, I'm sorry.
I know, it's just... it's personal. It's not. I just...
I've definitely seen you act all.
Fine. He's my dad, okay? We're not exactly on friendly terms. He probably figured I'd come for the maps at some point. Got ahead of me. Family business just wasn't something I wanted to get into, you know? God, that's the worst part. They're thick as thieves. Last thing I need is Jacob in life. Let's leave it at that. Yeah, well, sorry I'm such a pain about it. No forgiveness between me and my old man. It's, co-tradition.
Tradition, that's a
All right.
toxic tradition.
Shall we? Is all that junk really necessary?
Yeah, actually. It is. Maybe if you carried some stuff for me, but I haven't given you anything. So once again, my fault. My bad. Man, I had to work so early today. I'm so tired. I was gonna try to play this and potentially one other game for an hour each.
I'm just saying, my family was on the first ship.
People like to brag about stuff like that. I'm more pure than you, because I was here first. And all the friends in the background. Yeah.
You heard of Elio's Retreat? It's supposed to be some new age healing center for reforming criminals or whatever. Going up in Ixel too. I'm not holding my
Ixel.
breath.
going up an Ixal. I wonder what that means. Oof.
Well. Sam Coe finally decides to darken our doorstep again.
I'm going to rob you blind.
Oh? What's that? You come to your senses? Realize where you ought to be for once?
I ain't asking again.
You ain't asked once. Let's hear it. I want you to say the words about what's more important to you than family.
Okay, this was a mistake.
The only mistake I'm seeing here is you. Bringing your Constellation lackey here instead of my granddaughter. Come to help Sam loot his ancestry? You're not getting those maps. Full stop.
Yeah.
There's only one place a Coe ought to be. And it ain't out there in the Starfield doing Lord knows what. Putting our future at risk.
Okay.
Nothing's more important than family. Nothing. If Sam had stuck around, he'd know that.
What about the world?
All right, that's enough. Come on, let's you and I talk. In private.
Welcome home, Sam. Make your visit short, okay? It's what you do.
I must confess, the hum of a grav drive makes me feel alive. Give me a sec.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk options.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, maybe Cora could help.
This is no place for her, okay? The less time she spends with Jacob, the better.
Yeah, that's weird.
I made a decision a long time ago about how my little girl gets raised. And it doesn't include Jacob Coe, okay? Leave it at
For
that.
being in the future, they have such common everyday names. Sam, Jacob. Cora's not that bad.
Yeah, like I said before, they're thick as thieves. Can you imagine what that bitter old mule would do to her head if she hung around more?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, Sam, Jacob. I feel like you'd have, like, Amadeus or Bartholomew. I feel like she could help, and it is her grandfather. But he will definitely like it like this.
I'd appreciate that.
But you never go behind a man's back.
You're flying in the face of my 30-plus years experience with the man, but all right. I hope you like arguing.
Ask Cora for help. So I could do any of them. Well, I'll try talking to him first.
What is it this time, Constellation? You mean besides the fact that you're some independent group that doesn't know where your loyalties lie? Or are you referring to the fact that my granddaughter
What are you talking
lives
about?
in your clubhouse rather than in her family home?
I know where my loyalties lie.
Well, that's not your decision, is it? It's co-property by birthright. It stays here. Solomon did more than just take off when it
You
suited
don't
him.
like that.
He built things, inspired others.
I really thought that would do it. Okay, don't threaten him.
You really believe that, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
They're not yours in the first place. I'm not flapping my jaw one more second over this. The answer's no.
Okay, gosh. Solomon's Adventures.
You can stand to drop a
Damn.
few pounds, and I don't mean a diet.
That's messed up. He just called me fat. I hope all your food spoils. Man, I'm so tired today. I guess that's what waking up at 3:30 would do to you. Man, I really don't want to stop playing already. Whoops. Ugh, I think I need to go to sleep. I'm so tired. Yeah, on top of it, it's easy to see when I'm sleeping. Falling asleep because not only do I make mistakes, I'm doing said mistakes.
Having a good one?
That. Mistake all the parts.
I'm glad Mr. Wright can afford help.
I forget the last time I was tired during a stream, but I
I heard
remember
Mr. Wright's gonna be looking for an apprentice soon.
slurring and talking weird.
Robotech's a peach of a job.
Can you get certified in time?
Sure. You sure he doesn't have someone in mind already?
He might. You're an hard worker, smart. All you need is an interview, and I know he'll hire you.
Thanks.
Okay, so then we'll call it a day. But hopefully in a little bit I should be fine. So keep my progress saved. Too bad I only got 23 minutes on this episode. But when this episode comes out, I will release 2 at the same time, so it coincides. So I do apologize for the quick gameplay, but I can't keep my eyes open. So if you did enjoy, please consider a follow. If not, I completely understand. Maybe you can catch me on a better day. So thank you very much and have a wonderful evening. Or good afternoon. Goodbye.